or whatever program that they have for you for this next 365 days so that you can go through the program and feel confident, healthy, and happy after you have the surgery.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome biggity back, y'all. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. If you are not new here, then of course, it's just welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you do not know me, my name is Kelsey, and I have lost 125 pounds using my tool, the gastric sleeve, otherwise known as the VSG. I hope that in my videos you are able to find the answers to questions you've been looking for, or the path to choosing surgical weight loss is made that much easier. Well, as you guys can see from the title of the video, boy, we finna have a time tonight. Y'all gonna wake up tomorrow and say, boy, we had a time last night.
Boy, we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night. I'm just
because, honey, Miss Amberlynn Reed is out here acting a donkey's uncle. Like, somebody please send this lady a postcard and beggeth her to stop, to sit down. I have mentioned like slightly, like politely and like bits and pieces here that I'm a part of the girl world, that I've been watching Amberlynn Reed and also Chantel Foodie Beauty for a while. I've been watching Amberlynn Reed, I feel like, since she started on YouTube, because she was someone who was overweight, and she started off as a YouTuber wanting to lose weight, but then she became someone who was doing mukbangs and just living really recklessly for someone who wanted to lose weight. And you could definitely tell that her presence on YouTube was based on money. Furthermore, you know, I watched her throughout, you know, the time period where she like talked about weight loss surgery and how weight loss surgery was like this big no-no for her and how she didn't want to do it. I made a video on that as well. If you want to check that out, it is a couple videos back. I will link it in the description box if you're interested. But now all of a sudden she is interested in having weight loss surgery. I mean, not just interested, like she was like doing whatever it was she needed to do to have weight loss surgery, or to get approved for weight loss surgery. So it's interesting to see this progression. One thing I haven't seen, like, there's thousands of reaction channels that talk about Amberlynn Reed. They talk about her videos, they talk about what she does, her everyday life, but I haven't seen anyone from the weight loss surgery community address the things that she's saying. And I haven't seen the full video, but I watched like Zachary Michael and other content creators, Karina Kaboom, and they talk about her journey and whatever it is she's doing. And I'm like, let me pause this. Let me put a fork in this because I'm going to have to come back and eat these leftovers. So tonight I thought it would be really cool to sit down with you guys and do like my nightly facial routine, because I get a lot of questions about that, and it's just easier to do it when I'm on a video, like doing a video like this, opposed to just doing a video of me doing it, because I'm not a beauty guru. So if you are interested, sit down with me. This is not going to be my normal video. This is not going to be my informational or informal video, or I'm sorry, informative video where I sit down and talk to you guys about, you know, facts related to VSG. There will be some facts spewed in this video. I'm certain, because of the little things that I've heard like through, you know, reaction channels, but it is my goal to give you guys some actual factual stuff, opposed to just listening to someone who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about spew. So, yeah, you guys are going to see a different side of me. This is the one where I'm like, girl, somebody got to put her in her place. Like, I'm excited to listen to the video because I don't know what it is. So I'm going to start where she is speaking about her weight loss surgery update or whatever, because if you know anything about Amberlynn Reed, she talks for 45 minutes about something that's not even related to what she puts in the title of the video for, you know, 45 minutes, and then 2 minutes she gives her audience on the topic that she put in the title of the video. Neither here nor there. That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day, and that's not why you're here. If you're into videos like this, and if you are into reactionary type of videos, this is the video for you. If you are not, I will see you in the next video. There will definitely be some informational VSG content. In true Amberlynn Reed style, She is known for flagging, copyright striking, and getting or having smaller content creators obliterated. Obliterated. Is that the word? Obliterated. She is known to have them done away with, due to like using her videos in their videos. We got Miss Reed on a whole Bluetooth speaker. You guys will be listening to her. I have her on the computer, but I'm not going to include her video footage like in any form because I'm not here to play with Miss Reed. You're not going to try and come from my channel because you don't want to be told about yourself. So I, as a bariatric patient who has went through the process, who lives it every day, I'm going to react to what she's saying. Like I said, I haven't listened to it. I don't know what she's going to say. She could say a whole bunch of factual, actual stuff, and I could be sitting here with my thumb up my nose, thinking, because I thought that she was going to say some crazy stuff. But I don't know. We're going to go ahead and get into the video. If you like videos like this, and if you want to see more videos like this on my channel, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you are liking it. It keeps me in the algorithm, and it also lets me know that you are feeling the content. If you're not feeling it, hit the thumbs down button too. It lets me know as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into it. If you see me looking over here, it's because I have my mouse and I'm just clicking on her video.
Eating and weight loss surgery and stuff, there's going to be a big change that's happening, and I'm sure there's going to be a big part of you who, oh, I saw this coming, typical Amberlynn.
Yeah.
There's going to be another part of you guys who are like, oh, okay, I get this, I understand, but I feel like it's only going to be a tiny bit of you guys. Some of you are probably going to be shocked. Absolutely shocked.
No, I doubt that
but
we
I
will,
have
Amber.
to do what is right for me. So let me explain first. So I do officially have a dietitian. To get weight loss surgery, you have to see a dietitian, and you have to get approved by the dietitian to get weight loss.
That is true. If you are not familiar, and if you are considering weight loss surgery, typically with any weight loss surgery program, there are going to be scheduled and like mandatory visits with a dietitian that you have to have monthly, sometimes on a semi-monthly basis. So she is correct here.
So one thing that is very important when you go to get weight loss surgery, because you are literally changing your anatomy, you are changing like your hormones, the way your body.
It's so interesting to me the way that she is speaking about this, as if she has really put in her time and energy into studying and understanding what exactly goes into weight loss surgery, being approved for it. Something's telling me gut-wise that she hasn't, that she just kind of like maybe watches little short snippet YouTube videos, or she, catches what she can like in the wind. I don't think this lady has done any research in regards to weight loss surgery, like how to prepare for it, what to do. I may be wrong, but that's what my gut is telling me.
Your stomach, like it is being taken out. I mean, obviously they leave some stomach, but a lot is happening. Changes your whole anatomy, and it's a big change, physically, mentally, all of it. So you have to be honest. You have to be honest with everything.
You do.
And seeing the dietitian and seeing the psychologist, I was very, very upfront and honest. I have been diagnosed with binge eating in the past.
Okay.
And I was scared. I was so scared to say.
If you guys do not know, in my earlier videos, I talked about my diagnosis with binge eating disorder and also compulsive eating. I'm actually diagnosed with those two things, and I deal with them every day. I live with that every day. So she's saying that she has a diagnosis of binge eating disorder. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I am not her physician. I don't have her medical records. I can't verify. So we're going to go with her and believe her when she says that she has been diagnosed with binge eating disorder. Okay? Put that on the back burner as we are progressing down this lane of cherry-picked lies.
And obviously, because if you were to binge after weight loss surgery, you could get really sick. There has been people who have died because of it. It's a very scary thing. So with the psychologist, he was able to see that I was past that stage of my life. And
so we're past binge eating now, Amber. If my recollection is correct, Miss Reed was talking about binging in December. monthly for the past year or maybe 2 years or whatever, she has spoken about how she binge ate. I don't know how long ago it was when she said that she wrote a letter to her girlfriend because while her girlfriend was asleep, she had a binge session while her girlfriend was asleep. But yet we are past that point in your life. There's no way. There's no way. Because if we're doing like the math, December, let's give her mid-December till now. That's what, 60, 70 days? Girl. But I digress. You know, we're past the binge eating, huh?
I was diagnosed with binge eating about a year ago. And since then, I have seen a psychologist for a year. A lot has changed since then when it comes to like my mentality and what I consider a binge and the whole thing. You guys have seen that firsthand. I showed you guys a binge, I think it was in December, and you guys were like, that's just a normal meal. So
hands in the air. Hands in the air if you believe that Amberlynn Reed, the person who likes to distort and change and control the narrative of how people see and view her as a content creator and a person, if you believe that she honestly put the amount of food that she ate during a binge on YouTube. Wait, do we have one? No, we don't. Because nobody believes that. Nobody believes that she actually came onto YouTube, a platform where she constantly tries to control the narrative, and showed us everything that she ate during a binge. Because there's no way, I'm sorry, that and this is no tea, this is no shade, and I'm not saying this like to be a bitch or to be rude or to be funny or to be mean. There's no way that any of us got to the weight that we are by eating normal portions, by binging on normal portions, by living and having a healthy, normal, happy diet. Like, who are you trying to sell this to? Yourself? Because nobody believes you, boo. Like, it's not even realistic.
The way that I see binging is very different than the standard binging. And that's been hard for me to like wrap my head around. The psychologist said, you know, binging is eating 3 times what you normally would as a person, not what is a normal amount to eat as a person, but you, what is your normal? And
that is not what the actual definition of binging is. I don't know what kind of doc in the box this woman is going to, but I have never in any of my time seeing a psychologist, a dietitian, my physician, I've never heard someone to refer to binge eating as eating 3, like putting a numerical portion size on what is considered a binge. Let me actually look up the technical definition of what a binge is. Technical definition of a food binge, which is found on MayoClinic.com, is eating unusually large portions of food in a specific amount of time, such as over a 2-hour period. Feeling that your eating behavior is out of control, eating when you're full or not hungry, eating rapidly during binge episodes. Nowhere do you see a numerical portion. Nowhere do you see like, hey, if you eat 8 pizzas, that means you had a binge. But if you eat 7, that means you're just overeating. No. And I feel like she's just putting out just, you know, she talks about how, you know, she was just open and honest with her dietitian. She can't even be open and honest with you guys, like, or us as her viewers. I'm saying you guys, but in general, as people who are watching her. A binge is the compulsion and the incessant desire to eat. Even when you're not hungry, it is a period of time where you just eat and eat and eat and eat. There is no numerical portion. It's just an uncontrollable desire to eat. And it's almost mechanical. Like you cannot stop it. So neither here nor there. And she's even spoken about that. She's spoken about how when she's on her binges, it's just like she can't stop herself. It's almost like it's just something that happens. But yet she's sitting here saying that her dietitian told her that a binge is eating 3 times a normal portion. Who knows what a normal sized person's portion is? To be honest, if you're looking at what a normal sized portion is, you eat 3 times that could be considered overeating. A binge is not overeating. And it's funny to me that that's how she's trying to like route this train. Like, I haven't been binging. I've just been overeating. Okay, girl. Yeah.
I do. I overeat, sure, but I never eat 3 times or 4 times the amount that I normally would eat.
This lady sat down and ate a whole
Like I'm doing something like
rotisserie
unhealthy.
chicken by herself. In what
But if
in
not-
what light is that not a binge? Is that considered overeating? Like, would you eat 3 rotisserie chickens for it to be a binge? I don't understand. I mean, because a normal sized portion of chicken would probably be 2 pieces, or maybe for one person it'd be 1 piece of chicken. Girl, so now you don't binge eat, you just overeat. Okay.
Being diagnosed with binge eating has been very strange, and I think it's hard and confusing because think of it this way: I am 500 pounds. I have been 500.
You are.
I have
You
been
are.
almost
You
600
have.
pounds.
You have
can't
been
get
over
the weight
600.
unless you're eating large quantities of food.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that just like massively overeating, or is that binging? For the normal person, it looks like binging. Like when I watch 600 Pound Life and they show what they're eating, I've never ate that much in one sitting. And they see Dr. Now. A lot.
Once again, who is she trying to fool? Who? You mean to tell me somebody who is this lady's size, who weighs the amount that she does? She's trying to tell people that she is not someone who eats extremely large portions of food. Baby, you don't become overweight by eating normal portions of food. You don't. It just doesn't happen. That's like me saying I became 330 pounds by eating carrots every day. That's not realistic. The math ain't mathing. Like, please.
Them, which are my favorite stories, they're successful and they lose the weight, and in like 2 months, 3 months, they get the surgery. I've never in my life ate that much in one sitting. That's why I feel like the show exaggerates. But if they're not exaggerating,
Of course the show exaggerates. It's TLC. It's entertainment. Of course it is exaggerated. Of course they are, being kind of like nudged to do things that they normally wouldn't do. But for the most part, I feel like that's how a lot of them eat. Because you don't become 7, 8, 900 pounds by eating normal portions of food or overeating just a tad. It doesn't work like that.
fine. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. It's just confusing, and I find this part of my journey unfair. Let me explain why. I have not.
This lady said this part of her journey is unfair. I don't even know what she's talking about, but it's the audacity. It's the whole grain nerve of this lady. Okay, let me hear what she got to say. Let's hear her out.
I consider binged. I have not since somewhere in December. This whole January, February, we're fixing to be in March. I have not ate in a binging manner.
That's absolutely fantastic. You have went 60 days without binging. It's the fact that she feels like going 60 days without binge eating is enough to qualify her for weight loss surgery. It's the fact that she feels like that's all the effort she has to put in. As someone who suffers with binge eating and compulsive eating, that is offensive. Let me let her talk.
Doing really good. I have been losing weight, and not only have I been working on that aspect, but I've been working on like my mental more.
Good.
Just
Good.
I've been
Because you need to.
choosing these coping mechanisms that my psychologist taught me all of last year. And I had my dietitian appointment, and she told me this is going to be hard to hear, but if you are trying to get weight loss surgery, this is within their program. Every program is different. If you're trying to get weight loss surgery with this program, you have to go a full year, 365 days without one binge. And that like broke me. This is the second time I've seen this dietitian.
Did she say it broke her? How many of you guys, by a show of hands, how many of you guys during your journey to getting your weight loss surgery were turned down, We're told that you haven't lost enough weight. We're told that, you know, you hadn't met the requirements and you were going to have to wait a little bit longer. My surgery was delayed twice, but that didn't break me. It discouraged me. It made me feel a little sad, but it made me work harder. People who really want the surgery and are doing it for the right reasons, it's a minor setback for a major comeback. It's giving us a little more time to work on the things that we need to work on before we have a life-changing, life-altering surgery, before they go in and change your anatomy. And you would think that somebody who's so seasoned and educated about this surgery would know that. But, you know, here we are.
I guess from this point forward, I'm going to see the dietitian once a month. And my next appointment's already scheduled, so I've already seen her twice.
And what she's talking about is not something that's like special. It's not, sorry, there's like dust from my cotton ball. It's not special to her. It's not like a special case for her. In most instances, when it comes to any type of bariatric surgery, you're going to have anywhere between 3, 6, or 12, sometimes 24 months of consecutive visits with a registered dietitian, a physician, and a psychologist. You have to be cleared on all 3 levels. So it's not special or tailored to her. It's not a special program they put her on because she's overweight and she's a binge eater. Those are qualifications that everybody has to meet for weight loss surgery. And I'm going to go into why I think she felt like she wasn't going to have to do this. And she's going to say it. And I'm going to elaborate on it because I feel it. I know it.
She said the improvements I'm making is amazing.
Good.
And she's proud.
Good.
And I'm going in the right direction, etc.,
Good.
etc. But she said I cannot get weight loss surgery for a year.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Because I'm not surprised. Is she surprised? Hell yeah, she's surprised because she thought she was going to be able to get it.
Approve me for a year. And I immediately broke down. And I have been so confused where I'm just like, do I want to share this with you two?
Can somebody explain to me what she's confused about? Because I'm confused as to why she's confused.
I want to share with them the horribly, emotionally, just painful side to this.
Why is it so emotionally devastating to her that after 60 days, her dietitian tells her she can't have a weight loss surgery because she hasn't adequately addressed the eating disorder that she has? What? How? Okay.
Want to put a mask on? Do I just want to seem nonchalant? Do I want to go into detail? I have just been...
Maybe you should have kept this off of YouTube.
And that is why it has taken me a little bit of time to share this because...
You shouldn't have shared it.
Tore me. Like, it tore me.
Why?
I don't know what it was, but I immediately had a breakdown in front of the dietitian. I couldn't control...
And I bet that lady was looking at her like she was a plumb fool in her office. Ma'am, you sitting in here a whole 500 and some odd pounds crying to me because you don't understand why I, as a registered dietitian who went to school for this, sees that you are not accurately and adequately addressing your eating disorder and all of the mental ties that it has to you that will trigger a binge, that you haven't adequately addressed that. And I'm saying, no, you can't have the surgery until you can prove to me that you are not going to binge after we take 90% of your stomach. That lady was probably looking at her like she was absolutely Looney Tunes, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, there's no way she wasn't.
It was like my insides exploded and I cried. And it just felt like another obstacle. Another thing to just get in the way because...
Why does she look at everything as a obstacle or something that's going to stop her from getting to where she's going? Why does she not look at it as a detour or a chance to, better herself or a chance to revisit some things she may have looked over in preparing for this surgery? Like, why does everything have to be the end of the world with her? Like, there's never any silver lining. Never. And I think it's just because she just wants things when she wants them, but she doesn't want to put the work in to get to where she needs to go. You get what I'm saying?
I have been doing everything to get this surgery. I have gotten people messaging me saying...
For 60 days. For 60 days, Amberlynn Reed has done everything she can to get this surgery. 60 days. 60 days. How offensive is that to some of you guys who had to, for 24 months, work your ass off? And I'm not just saying like following the normal pre-op diet. You're like having to lose 30, 40, 50 pounds. Like you're having to do different things. You're having to see a psychologist because you can't get cleared. And it takes you longer. But this lady who is 500 and some odd pounds feels that because she hasn't binged and she has done everything that she can in 60 days to get approved for a surgery, she's upset because she can't get it. How offensive is that to you? Because it's offensive to me. Girl, like I said, the whole grain audacity.
How are you getting through this process so quickly? I've been doing this for months and I'm not even as far along as you.
And that's confusing to me as well. Why are people asking her for advice? Why does she feel so comfortable to sit up and tell people, well, this is what I am doing to be able to get approved for weight loss surgery. And this is how I'm moving through whatever fast. I don't know what she's moving through fast because I didn't go through my steps fast. There was no way to go through the steps fast. But I'm going to tell you why she thought she was moving through them steps fast. We're going to get there. She's going to tell on herself.
It's like, I wanted the surgery before summer. I did.
So in December of 2022, this lady sat herself down in front of the camera and said, I want to have weight loss surgery. And she actually, factually, realistically thought that by summer, and I'm going to say June the 1st, she was going to be a weight loss surgery patient. She thought she was going to be able to, in 6 months, adequately address whatever it is, or maybe 5 months, address whatever it is that she has going on that kicks in her urges to binge, that kicks in her urges to, eat uncontrollably. Like, even with the Ozempic arc, like y'all, I'm at a loss for words. Like, no, I'm not at a loss for words. It's unbelievable to me.
Since I'm self-pay, that would have been manageable. But since I have been diagnosed with an eating disorder, it's not manageable and it's not possible.
You heard. Let me run that back for y'all so that you can hear again what this lady just said.
I wanted the surgery before summer. I did. Since I'm self-pay, that would have been manageable. But since I have been diagnosed with an eating disorder, it's not manageable and it's not.
Miss Reed thought that because she was self-pay, that she was going to be able to scoot, slide, and squirm past all of the rules, red tape, and qualifications that each one of us have had to meet to be able to have weight loss surgery. Even the individuals who go over to Mexico still have to meet certain qualifications. I guess I can't understand her rationale, like how she thought that she would go and sit down in front of a registered dietitian and be like, yeah, I'm over 500 pounds. I haven't binged in 60 days and I'm ready for weight loss surgery. No. It's called quality of care. If a registered dietitian allowed you to sit in front of them, to tell them what you tell them, and you're being open and honest as you say, I see exactly why they're not going to let you have that surgery in 60 days. That's not even realistic, self-pay or not. But I'm telling you guys, because she thought that she was self-pay, she thought she was going to sit her little self up here and do whatever she could, make it look good, still doing whatever behind the scenes, not really dedicating herself to getting ready for her surgery, but doing just enough to squeeze onto the greaser up just a little bit so she can slide in through the bars and onto the operating table. That's really what she thought was going to happen. And I'm convinced because she really thought because she was going to flash that little $10,000, $12,000, however many dollars she going to slap on the table, she thought they was going to let her have go ahead, Miss Reed. We'll see you on the other side. Baby, no. These people are medical professionals. And when they look at you, they see a train wreck. They see a horrible ending waiting to happen. And I'm not saying a death. I'm just saying just in general. Like, they don't see positive because you haven't truly worked on yourself. Have you?
And it hurts. And it instantly put me in this, like, weird headspace where I was just like, this isn't fair. I instantly thought of 600-Pound Life, where
here we go with this isn't fair shit. This woe is me shit. This the world is against me shit. Like, who lives their everyday life like this? And what I don't think she understands is the surgery is the easy part, y'all. Having the surgery it's all physical. It's all physical. Dealing with your life after is what's hard. Weight loss surgery is going up the mountain. After weight loss surgery, it's coming down the mountain. Because you're flying down, you're losing them pounds, you're doing great. Life after is the plateau. And then you're going to have some dips, and then you're going to have to go back up mountains again. It never ends. It doesn't stop with the surgery. And I don't think she truly understands the dynamic of being a bariatric patient. And just the things that she's saying really, really, really lets me know that she doesn't. She doesn't understand it, and she doesn't get it. And this is all just, fun to her.
these people, this isn't me saying anything bad about anybody. And
But it is, though, because she's going to compare herself. I know it's coming.
I was like, should I even share my true feelings? This is just like what I'm going through.
Probably not.
I've sat here and I've been like, they're worse off. They eat way more than I do in one sitting. Why are...
Baby, you two good binges away from being on my 600-pound life. And you have the nerve to say that they're in worse off condition than she is. She has lymphedema. She has several other medical conditions. She has diagnosed binge eating disorder. She is almost 600 pounds and has been for many, many years. She has talked about being immobile, not being able to wash and clean herself. Like how are these people's situations any different than yours? And not only are they not any different, they too, before they were approved for the surgery, had to go through Dr. Now's requirements. They didn't just walk up on my 600-pound life because it's a TV show and it's exaggerated. And, they just got to just do whatever it was that they wanted to do. They had to follow a program. They had to follow the rules. They had to lose weight. And there are times when those, people weren't able to do what they were asked to do. And they had to leave the show. It was a rare occasion that Dr. Now did that, but he did it. He wasn't playing with their people. Like, if Amberlynn Reed took her fluffy self into his office, he would be all over her. She would be primetime news, baby, because he would lay her out like a flatbread. Like, how is anybody on the My 600-Pound Life TV show any different than Amberlynn Reed? Like, the nerve, like the delusion, it's pure and utter delusion at this point.
Able to get the surgery. Why do we have to wait a year?
Because your medical team, your doctor, your surgeon, your psychologist want to make sure that you are mentally prepared for what is about to happen to you. You have a diagnosed binge eating disorder. And from somebody who we know, who we have seen on YouTube depend solely on food for so many things, there is no way that in 60 days she can feel that she's ready for a surgery like this. It is not just about the surgery, y'all. It is about the mental, the emotional. It encompasses everything. And she is not ready for that. And I truly believe that the reason that she wants this surgery so bad is because of her new girlfriend. I think, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we all have our reasons for doing whatever we want to do, but I think it's driven more so by wanting to maintain the interest and the attention and the affection of Feline. I think she wants to be loved and, feel attractive to her, because when she was with Becky and Destiny, she didn't give a damn. That was during her era of not wanting to have weight loss surgery, and weight loss surgery was the hard way out. She didn't want to take the hard way out, Anyways, I digress.
It sucks. I think it's triggering, And it brings up like past trauma for me, where it just seems like no matter what I do, no matter what I try, there's always an obstacle and a roadblock.
And does she not believe, and does she think for a moment that that feeling that she's feeling right now due to her dietitian telling her that she is not going to be able to have surgery, does she feel like that wouldn't cause her to binge? Does she feel like she would honestly be able to sit in a room with her feelings, her thoughts, and her emotions and not binge when you have a diagnosed binge eating disorder? Imagine in a perfect Amberlynn world, let's say they approve her and she had surgery last night. We all know the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, the ins and outs of the surgery, and it will take you through there. There is no way that you can tell me that she, after, 6 months of, having her weight loss surgery, after having the weight loss surgery, that weight loss kind of slows down. I just can't see her not binging. I can't see her not wanting to eat things she's not supposed to eat, because we've all been through it. We've all been through the emotional cycle. This is hard to stomach.
And last time this happened was when the psychologist said, you can't get surgery for like 2 years. And I was like, and I didn't care as much then, not even remotely close to how much I care now.
So what does that tell you? That since she was first denied, and now she hasn't changed anything, because they're still in the same damn field. She's still running around in the corner of the the football field, playing with the same butterfly. She hasn't tried to make a touchdown, a field goal, or any type of defensive move at all.
I gave up. And it just, a lot of memories flooded, and just failure. You're such a failure.
Yeah, those are feelings that you experience after weight loss surgery too.
And knowing that no matter how much work I do now, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Why is that her thinking process? Like, who goes into weight loss surgery preparation, and any time that you're told anything other than what you want to hear, you immediately think, well, anything I do from this point on is just not going to be worth it. I mean, of course, it is normal to be discouraged. It is normal to feel bad about, being told, hey, you can't have it yet. You got a little bit more work to do. But it's discouraging nonetheless. But I have never heard anybody within this community say, you know what? Fuck it. I can't have it when I want it. So there's no point in me doing anything. And I'm sure there are people who think like that. But girl, what are your real reasons for getting this surgery then?
Tests I did, doesn't matter. And it just, I don't know, it's just like disheartening, and it hurts, and I feel myself wanting to slip into bad routine. I feel
otherwise known as a binge. But we're over that part of our life, right? As someone who is diagnosed with binge eating and overeating compulsive eating disorder, those feelings never go away. They never go away. They become less frequent, but they always pop up during stressful, angry, sad times. And how you weather that storm is what really determines and defines who you are. But 60 days is not enough time. And I don't understand why she doesn't understand that. I don't think she understands the magnitude of what she is trying to step into. I don't think she understands just how dangerous it can be for someone who has had a weight loss surgery to binge. She really needs to do some research. She really needs to do some soul searching.
Like, I don't know what to do with myself. What do I do for this year?
Work on what the hell the dietitian told you to work on. Girl, what? Go and get a therapist for binge eating. They have them. Go and speak to somebody for compulsive eating. They have one. Go to people who can talk to you and work through your eating issues, Amber. That's what you do for a year. You find new coping skills that'll help you get through your binge eating, desires when they kick in. You're not going to be perfect, and you may not be able to go 365 days without binging, but for you to sit there and say, well, what am I supposed to do for the next year? What did the lady tell you to do? Are you listening? Or did you just go in there with your sack of money and say, hey, like, I'm here to pay the bill. Can I get my dinner? Like,
I just feel like everything was just kind of ripped away from me. And if that's because I got my hopes up, fine. But that's the only reason why I got my hopes up is because I was doing so well. I was doing so good.
How can you gauge how well you are doing in 60 days? This is how you know she don't have real friends. This is how you know she doesn't have someone real in her corner who is going to tell her, hey, 60 days isn't long enough, baby girl. You really need to take a little more time. You really need to address more issues. I really feel like you need to, look at a few more things. 60 days is not enough time. It's not. And I guess I'm not understanding. And I know, when you get to that point and you just want to have weight loss surgery and you are tired, you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you are ready, you're ready. Like, that's a known thing. Like, when you're ready, and there's nothing anybody can do or say or whatever to change your mind. I just feel her reasonings for wanting this surgery are not solely because she wants a happier, healthier, better quality of life. She never says that. She never mentions that. She never brings that to the forefront. Like, I wonder if somebody sits down with her and does like an interview with her and asks her, like, so why do you want weight loss surgery now? I bet it has to do with traveling with Feline and doing this with Feline and being able to da-da-da-da-da-da. And she's not going to say, because I just want to feel healthier, because I want to live past 40.
I was making the appointments. I was getting the test done. I was putting the work in.
It's the fact that she wants to be congratulated and patted on the shoulder for doing what she's supposed to do. I know you guys are probably like, please stop pausing the video, Kelsey. I can't help it. But seriously, like, you don't get pats on the back. You don't get ass pats for being an adult, handling your business the way you're supposed to handle it. Like, you don't get a golden star for going to your dietitian appointments. You don't get a golden star for doing what you're supposed to do. The requirements of the pre-surgery qualifying term. You don't get special sprinkles for that, Amber.
Exercising. I was losing weight. I was eating the right foods. I was doing the stupid little rules. Like,
that's an expectation for everybody.
Eating straws. Like,
wait a minute. What did she just say? Hang on, y'all.
I was getting the test done. I was putting the work in. I was exercising. I was losing weight. I was eating the right foods. I was doing the stupid little rules. Like, take small.
Excuse me, bitch.
Sip. Stop using straws. Like.
She said, I was doing the stupid little rules. Take small sips. Stop drinking through straws. I can't believe it. She really got on here and said this. The stupid little rules that are put in place for bariatric patients because they have done the relay, they have done the work, and they've done everything they can to get a surgery that is going to change their life. While you over here pretending and playing for 60 days, thinking that you can waltz your ass up into a doctor's office and get what you want just because you're paying for it with cash. You might want to take a big gulp of that water you've been sipping for fucking 60 days. What an idiot. Like, an idiot. It's offensive. It's offensive to anybody who has put in work and who continues, like me, who is 2 years post-op, who continues to struggle with living a healthy life, with doing the right thing, with respecting my body. with taking small sips of water, who fights dehydration on a daily basis because we can't drink water and gulp water the way that we once could. It's not just a little stupid, simple rule for us. It's a lifestyle change, and that's what she doesn't get. It's not just a stupid rule to be able to qualify for a fucking surgery, ma'am. Everything changes. It's not just some simple little task that you have to do just to get the surgery. What you're doing now is preparing you for your life after your surgery. And you look at it as a stupid, simple little rule that you just, that I have to do so that I can get this surgery. You're an idiot. She's a fucking idiot. An idiot.
I was doing it all, and it left me feeling so proud. Like, this is just in arm's reach, and now I just feel like it's so far away. And
Whatever.
I've had to talk to the dietitian. I've had to talk to Feline. I've had to talk to
and Feline should have told your ass to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up and work whatever program that they have for you for this next 365 days so that you can go through the program and feel confident, healthy, and happy after you have the surgery. Like, in what world? Like she said, she leaving Earth. She need to go live on whatever planet she got this mentality, these thoughts, these whatever from. She need to go back there because this is out of this world.
People in my life who are close to me, and I've had to talk to myself and really absorb, like, what do I do now? Because I think what made it so easy for me to stay on track and to eat how I was eating,
because she thought she was going to go in there with her money to pay the dietitian and the surgeon and whoever, and they were just going to let her walk on through there. She didn't think that she was going to have to put in work. That's why it was so easy to her. That's why she thought it was going to be, whatever. That's why she sat down on her YouTube channel for the past 2 months and made it into this weight loss surgery preparation channel. Girl, I'm telling y'all, she had signed, sealed, and delivered that paperwork. She knew she was getting approved for that surgery. All because she was self-paid. She thought she was getting around the red tape. And they threw her ass a wild-ass curveball.
I felt like surgery was right around the corner. That's my belief.
Anybody, when I went into prepping for my surgery, I remember my first visit like it was yesterday. The first thought in my head, in my mind, was not, oh my God, my surgery's right around the corner. My thought was, I've got a long way to go and I've got a lot of work to do. But it's going to be worth it. Because when I get to the end, this is going to be better for me. It's going to change my life. It's worth it. Whatever I have to do, however long it takes, whatever program I have to follow, I will follow because it is worth it. I didn't just think, surgery is going to be in 2 months because I'm going to pay cash.
This finna be a breeze.
That's not what I thought. I didn't put it
in my heart. That's what I felt.
I bet you did.
It's not. Like,
nope.
I just feel like everything came crumbling down.
Yep.
And I don't know how else to explain it besides, like, my mindset has changed.
I bet it has.
That's the best way to put it.
I bet.
I still want weight loss surgery. Absolutely. And I would love to have it in a year from now.
We'll see.
I just feel like it's something else I failed at because I promised myself I would get it before the summer or even in the summer. I promise.
How can you make that promise to yourself when you don't even know what you're walking into? That furthermore solidifies my case that she didn't do any freaking research before she came out and said that she promised herself that she was going to get weight loss surgery by the summer. You can't make this shit up. You can't.
Myself that. And I feel like I promised you guys that as well. That's clearly not happening.
Why is she making promises to her audience? Why does she give a damn? It's not about her audience. It's about her. It's about her changing her life. It's about her having weight loss surgery. It is not about her audience. She don't care about what her audience think no other time. But yet she wants to make them a promise about weight loss, about her getting weight loss surgery in the summer. Girl, don't nobody care. Didn't nobody believe that you was going to be qualified and ready to go or go through with it by the summertime? No way. You don't hold your word. You don't do what you said you're going to do. Didn't nobody think you was going to make it through? Number one, I didn't think they was going to qualify you, number one. I didn't, and to be honest with you, I didn't know she was trying to have it by the summertime.
And now there's just like such a big gap of time for me to just fail. There's so many days to fail. So many hours, so many minutes.
And that's just not the case prior to surgery, Amber. And you'll probably never look at this video. You'll probably never. I'm a small time YouTuber. Don't nobody know who I am, you know, outside of the little community that I built, and I am okay with that. Baby, the surgery, getting ready for the surgery is a drop in the bucket compared to this ocean you finna jump in after you have it. Have several seats and take these 365 or more days, however long it takes you to be able to qualify yourself, to put yourself in the qualifying position to be able to get this surgery and be happy and healthy afterwards. Like, okay, you have to wait another year. Okay. Her support system, her partner, she should be encouraging Amber to take it slow, to be realistic.
So many seconds. And that scares me. So I've had to really...
But being almost 600 pounds for many years doesn't scare you. Okay.
absorb the situation. And I know.
No.
A lot of you are going to be like, she didn't even want the surgery. You know, it's so crazy.
No, I don't think anybody's going to be like, she didn't even want the surgery. People are going to be like, she wasn't going to get qualified no way. That's what everybody's saying. Like, nobody's saying you didn't want the surgery, because it's evident you want the surgery, but you want it for the wrong reasons. You want it for the wrong thing. You're not doing it for the real and true reason that you should really be doing it. And it's for you and for a better, healthier, happy life, for quality of life, for longevity of life. That's why you should be wanting to have weight loss surgery, not because of Feline or wanting to travel more. That's a plus, but that shouldn't be your main reason. Being able to live past the age of 40 should be the main catalyst behind your decision to want to have weight loss surgery. Girl, somebody please get this lady 2 years before she can have surgery, because she need all them days.
I wanted the surgery so bad that that's all my channel has been.
Right.
That's all my life has been, even off of YouTube. And still there are freaking haters out there who think I still don't want the surgery. It's mind-blowing.
Nobody doesn't think you want the surgery. People just think that you want it for the wrong reasons.
It's mind-blowing. When I tell you I broke down after that appointment, I had a fucking anxiety attack.
I bet she did, because like I said, she thought she was going to walk in there with her sack of money, slam it on the table, and they were going to be like, all right, girl, pat on the back, head on through that door. We're going to give you whatever, your bariatric surgery, and you're going to be a skinny little thing here in no time. Girl, please. That's why she broke down, because she wanted it instant. She wanted it instantly. My finger slipped. She wanted it instantly. Microwave Lynn. She wanted it right then, right there. Period. And it's so unfair.
Low battery.
So unfair that she couldn't have it. So clearly my speaker is telling me I have ran my mouth too much. Let's finish this up.
Fledged anxiety attack. I don't know. I get it. Someone with a binge eating disorder can really hurt themselves after surgery.
Girl, you can die. Like, you can die. Not really hurt themselves. You have that surgery. They've stapled your stomach and you have this massive, like, whatever, to have a binge. Girl, you can rupture them staples and die from sepsis, from all of the fluid, all of the acidic contents from your stomach leaking into your system. You can die. Talking about you can really hurt yourself. Do some fucking research.
I get it.
You don't get it.
But I don't
get
issues binging.
You do.
Anymore. And I've never had those types of issues.
I have to look at her when she's saying this, I'm in disbelief. Yes, you have.
And it's just like, I don't know. It just sucks.
Let me play this back, because I was talking, but.
Fledged anxiety attack. I don't know. I get it. Someone with a binge eating disorder can really hurt themselves after surgery. I get it. But I don't have issues binging anymore. And I've never
Low battery.
those types of issues, like eating 3 times the amount you normally would. I've never had that. And it just like, I don't know, it just sucks. I just feel kind of defeated. And I think I need to switch things up, switch my brain up a little bit. We are not going to be gaining weight. We're going to keep losing because that is the plan here. So I don't want to explain what I'm going to be doing. You guys will definitely see it in the next video. A lot of people are going to be mad at me. A lot of people are mad at me regardless. So that's just something I'm going to have to embrace and stay away from the comments. Maybe stay away from online besides uploading, because this is also something else I want to talk about.
Okay, so we're going to move on. There's nothing of any substance from that point on. So this video has been incredibly long, but I really just wanted to go through everything that she said, because when she said, I don't struggle with binge eating disorder, I have never eaten 3 times the amount of food that I'm supposed to eat, or 3 times a normal portion. Girl, you was eating 5,000 calories in a day. That is 3 times, almost 4 times the amount of a recommended calorie intake for an adult per day. I did this because I wanted to put this out there. If you are a part of the girl world, if you are a part of the BSG bypass, the RNY community, and you are discouraged behind this woman's inability to truly do soul searching and understand what a weight loss surgery is, please do not be discouraged. Don't follow in her footsteps. Educate yourself. Before I had my surgery, I did my research. I watched YouTube videos. I read Reddits. I read all the information that I could collect. I was collecting. I was literally emailing my nurse, like my medical team, every day with a question. I made it my goal to ask them a question every day, so that when it came to my surgery, I was prepared. Amber is not prepared. She thinks she is, but she's not. Be careful with what you digest out here. Be careful with what you believe, because 90% of what YouTubers put out there is the truth. But then it's not the truth. And then you have that 10% of watered down truth. You see what we give you. And she honestly wants us to believe that the binge that she showed us was a real binge. Girl, please. Please. And I feel sorry for her. I hope that she is able to achieve her goal. I hope that she's able to get weight loss surgery, because she needs it. She needs to be given the gift of a better life. But the thing about a gift is typically you're deserving of that gift. It's a qualifying period. And she really needs to do some soul searching. She needs to sit down with Feline. She needs to assess her needs. Because if you don't have a partner that's supportive in the right ways, it can affect you as well. Like, there's so many like nuggets of stuff in her content. She doesn't put everything out there, but she drops little like diamonds, and you can find them and you can kind of like dissect them. But I'm convinced that she is not getting the surgery because she wants it solely. I think she's getting it because she wants to keep Feline around. I think that she likes who Feline is. I think she likes the idea of being with Feline, and that may be a good catalyst for her. But it's not the right reason to want to have weight loss surgery. Doing your surgery for anybody else other than you is never going to give you a positive, happy, and healthy result, because you're never going to be happy because you never did it for yourself to begin with. Anyways, this video is an hour long. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking over everything Miss Reed said, because I was appalled. I mean, I'm still appalled. Like, I haven't watched the video that she put out, I guess the one today, after this one, but I'm going to go watch it. I don't know if I'm going to do any more Amberlynn reactions. Like, if she has any, like, really, like, major updates with her weight loss surgery, of course, I will come and do one. But just, like, reactions on her everyday content, I cannot. I am not interested enough, and she is not interesting enough for me to sit down and watch like that. But this one right here was filled with so much bull that I had to do a reaction video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did and you like it here, I mean, come on. You've been here for an hour. You may as well come for a lifetime. Come on in and join me. Come join me. I would love, 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 love to have you here. Love to make love you. Come on here. We all family here, baby. Also, if you have not and you would like to, head on over to Facebook. You can join my Facebook group, One Bite at a Time. It is a place to talk about, a safe place to talk about hard things. We talk about everything there. There's a little bit of everything that gets talked on. I've talked so much I can't even word. I could barely word before. But head on over. Hang out. Talk about your surgery. Talk about your fears. Talk about your goals. Talk about your pouch's name. Our pouches all have names over there. It's fun. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, you guys. I love you to the moon and back. If you don't take anything from my videos, if you don't take anything at all from my videos, take this. Be good to each other. But most importantly, most abundantly, most above all, be good to yourself. I love each and every one of you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Arrivederci from my bedroom, my boudoir. Hey, Amber, if you're watching, you got some questions about the surgery, hit me up. I can help you. Bye, y'all.